In the top stories, Prime Minister Drew apologizes to Rastafarians for sufferings they have endured. Businesses must have licenses for spaces for cannabis use, and a call for national awards nominations. The details to these stories and more after the break.
Boom! Join in the experience with Courts Ready Cash for the Syncits Music Festival with a loan of $3,000 or more and pay nothing for 60 days. Plus, you could be eligible for a reduced interest rate. Don't miss out. Enjoy flexible payment terms, hassle-free service, and fast approval. All you need is your ID, proof of address, payslip, job letter, and 2 references. That is the day. Apply now. Visit shopcoats.com or call 466-1640 or 662-9425. Get your full Syncits Music Festival experience with Courts Ready Cash. We are ready whenever you are. Conditions apply.
In cricket, there are a few essentials: a bat, a pitch, a ball, some fielders, and plenty of refreshments. Enjoy the cricket with Angostura Chill. Angostura Chill, the official refreshment partner of the Hero CPL T20.
Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Major Newscast. I'm Jason Davis. Prime Minister, the Honourable Dr. Terence Drew, echoed the sentiments of his cabinet colleagues on Tuesday, saying that the bill to recognise the rights of Rastafarians took too long to come into reality. In an emotional presentation before National Assembly, the Prime Minister apologised to the Rastafarian community for the sufferings they have endured before the bill came into being.
And today, Madam Speaker, I would like to apologize to the Rastafarian community. This took too long to come. They suffered a lot. They suffered a lot. This was long in coming, and I know from the Rastafari community they have no hate, no hatred in their hearts. They have a lot of love, and as this comes, I know they appreciate what is happening, and so we can continue to work to make sure that we continue to become that more perfect union of all of us having our rights, respecting each other, and living in our beautiful St. Kitts and Nevis.
The Rastafari Rights Recognition Bill is a bill to provide for the process of registration of Rastafari groups, recognition of various rights related to the use of cannabis by registered Rastafari groups, licensing for the freedom of conscience possession and use of cannabis in certain public places, and for other related matters. And in a related story, businesses in St. Kitts and Nevis can now legally allow the smoking of cannabis on their premises following the passage of the Smoking Designated Areas 2023 law in National Assembly on Tuesday. In seconding the move of the bill, Minister of Foreign Affairs, the Right Honourable Dr. Denzel Douglas, spoke of what the legislation provides.
If you want to have a designated area of your business for smoking, and you want to make sure that you will accommodate persons to smoke in that area, you have to have a license. And the license expires at the end of every year, 31st of December. And it is by law, you have to go back through the process, apply for a new license, have it renewed, and then you can accommodate smokers again in specified areas according to law.
He also spoke of some of the restrictions with the new law, which also includes revocations of licenses.
And let me make it clear for those who are thinking of obtaining license. You can't have a license in your name, Mr. XY, and then you think you're going to just simply give it to Mr. A and B. the license is not transferable. It must be made absolutely clear. So a brother can't have a license to smoke in his place or in a designated area where you are worshiping, and then it's in your name, and then someone else come and go to another place, and it goes into he takes it in your name and goes to another place and uses it. That's illegal.
He said, according to the new law, businesses are obligated to display appropriate signage with a health disclaimer.
It says that, again, the license can be suspended or revoked if there is a breach of any of the provisions of the Act, which applies to the point where there is a revocation and a withdrawal. And if the person ceases to operate the licensed premises in St. Christopher Nevis for a period in excess of 6 months, then of course the license can be withdrawn. Because, in other words, you have the license, you ain't using it, so bring it back. That is what the law is saying here, very clearly. If you ain't using it, bring it back. And so it can be taken from you. It is a revocation of the license granted because, of course, you're not using it.
Persons are invited to familiarize themselves with any new legislation. Presentations made by each speaker can also be found on the YouTube channel of the St. Kitts Nevis Information Service, and the full presentation of National Assembly can be found on ZIZ's YouTube channel. The Prime Minister's office is calling on the public to nominate persons for the 2023 National Honours Awards. According to a release, nomination forms are now available at the security desk at government headquarters. The release says the forms are to be completed and accompanied by a detailed profile of the nominee. They should be submitted to Cabinet Secretariat, Prime Minister's Office, Government Headquarters, Church Street, Biosphere. Forms can also be submitted online by scanning the QR code on the nomination flyer. The deadline for submission is July 31. The nomination process is being coordinated by the National Independence Committee as a lead-up to the 40th anniversary of independence this September. In other news, the police are investigating a robbery at Ram's Cash and Carry at Bird Rock on Wednesday afternoon. Investigations are still underway, so details are still unclear, but the police have confirmed that 3 masked men reportedly robbed the cashier and escaped in a small car. Officers were on the scene collecting information and evidence, and we'll have more details as they become available. After the break, ancillary staff at Estridge Primary prepare for arrival of Cotton Thomas Comprehensive students, and St. Kitts and Nevis biodiversity credentials highlighted. Stay with us.
I wonder if Auntie will be able to figure out this riddle. Let's see. Auntie, I have a riddle for you.
Let's hear it.
Where can you shop and get cash back in free groceries for a year?
Huh? Where can you shop and get cash back in free groceries for a year?
Come on, Auntie, you should know this.
I really can't think what the answer could be.
It's SL Housewords, duh.
How do you know this?
Because Mom shops here all the time.
Come here, you little nosy prince.
Riddle that cashback. It's that time of the year. Cashback season is here. Get cashback coupons for free groceries with every hire purchase at Hosford's Furniture and Appliances and Ashley Furniture Home Store. Plus, a chance to win free groceries for a year.
There is no better time to discover what your National Bank Visa debit or black cards can do.
Mimi, what's that song?
It can get you out of a pickle, Using my National Bank Visa card is fast, secure, and convenient.
Cashless SKN is our new lifestyle choice. National Bank, always here.
50,000?
50,000?
$50,000? Win big with TDC! Win up to $50,000 cash in the TDC Mega Rewards Mega Raffle! To enter, you must be a Mega Rewards member or sign up to TDC Mega Rewards Loyalty Program. Shop at our TDC retail stores or online at shoptdcgroup.com to receive one entry for every $250 spent. Draws take place from July to November. Win $10,000 every month with your entry rolled over so you can win, and win even more.
Yes, this is 50.
Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back. As part of preparations for a seamless transition, the ancillary staff at the Estridge Primary School participated in a series of training sessions to equip them to cater to the needs of the students of the Cotton Thomas Comprehensive School who will relocate there in September. Commending the staff for their keenness, dedication, and initiative, Permanent Secretary Lisa Pistana stated, quote, "This training came out of a desire for us to be tooled up for when a new group of students come into this compound. These individuals, in their wisdom, said to us at the Ministry of Education, we don't want to go anywhere, but we want to make sure we are trained so that we know exactly what to do when these students with special needs come to this campus," end quote. Mrs. Pistana told the trainees, quote, "As you step in this new part of the journey, your journey in the Ministry of Education, we say thank you for being so open-minded, so willing, so cooperative. Thank you for making sure you're ready to embrace our students," end quote. The Estridge Primary School will be Campus 2 for the Cotton Thomas Comprehensive School for the upcoming 2023-2024 academic year. Campus 1 will remain at its current location next to the Dr. William O'Connor Primary School. Progress in promoting biodiversity agricultural efforts in St. Kitts and Nevis' St. Mary's Man in the Biosphere Reserve was highlighted this week at the UNESCO 35th session of the International Coordinating Council of the Man and Biosphere Program in Paris. A short video demonstrating the successful launch of the UNESCO Earth Network Initiative at the St. Mary's MAB Reserve in Keon was presented to an audience of ambassadors, biodiversity and science experts, and FAO, WHO, and UNESCO officials. On the agenda of the MAB Council for the 12th of June, the video presentation formed part of a discussion of 4 pilot Earth Diverse Network biodiversity schemes launched in Bulgaria, Ghana, Zambia, and St. Kitts and Nevis. The Federation is the first country and only small island state to benefit from the Earth Network Initiative, financed entirely by the government of Italy. The UNESCO MAB Council heard presentations made by the UNESCO MAB Secretariat on progress made in launching the Earth Network project in St. Mary's MAB site. The project, launched on the site in February this year, was overseen by a UNESCO-accredited ecological and biodiversity expert from Suriname, Dr. Heidi Berenstein. The project seeks to address specific challenges associated with agricultural practices, tools, methods of cultivation, preservation, and monetization of biodiversity-led sustainable agriculture processes on the reserve. The overall aim is to embrace better use of tropical forests, enhance the cultivation of new fruits, and combat soil erosion, as well as explore introducing seed varieties more tolerant to heat and drought. In other news, the St. Kitts Music Festival has announced that the St. Kitts Electricity Company Limited has signed on as a platinum sponsor for the 25th anniversary of the festival. According to a press statement, Chairman of the festival's Executive Committee, Alistair Williams, is thrilled to collaborate with Skelec to make the 3-day event an experience like no other. He's quoted as saying, "We extend our sincere appreciation for your sponsorship, which not only bolsters the local economy, but also enables a spectacular event that resonates with both residents and tourists. Thank you for your valuable support," end quote. On the occasion of the 25th anniversary of the St. Kitts Music Festival, Skellex Corporate Communications Manager Patrice Harris congratulated the organizers and conveyed the company's commitment to keep supporting this event. The 25th edition of the St. Kitts Music Festival takes place from June 22 to 24 at the Warner Park Stadium in Biosphere. Coming up in regional news, Brazil seizes the world's biggest consignment of illegal